Hello, good people of Bills Nation, and welcome to this double feature of the NFL on Snyderman Broadcasting. The Jedidiah Snyderman era has begun in Buffalo, the preseason is over, and the Bills are now looking to improve on their awesome 2020 campaign with a trip to the Super Bowl, but they will have to do it without their main quarterback, Jedidiah White, who is on injured reserve for the rest of the season. They will also be without their starting left tackle, Dion Dawkins, for the first couple weeks, giving opportunity to the young rookie Spencer Brown to get some reps in at left tackle. It'll be interesting to see how he develops on this offensive line. I know Snyderman has high hopes for Brown on this line. The Bills' defense is led by none other than Ed Oliver and Tremaine Edmonds, who anchor the middle part of this defense. The Bills also signed Vince Beagle at left outside linebacker to a one-year deal, but it is off to the races here in 2021 at Highmark Stadium, where your Buffalo Bills are going to be taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers to start this 2021 campaign. Again, there are high hopes for this Bills team. They went to the AFC Championship last year and came up a few plays short, and the 2021 NFL campaign is underway. We have a return out to about the 21-yard line. That is where we will see the young quarterback Josh Allen out of Wyoming step in and begin to try to right the wrongs of last season. I know he was very disappointed not quite getting to the Super Bowl last year, looking to turn that around here. And he will be taking his first snap of this young season right now. Hands it off to Singletary, who gets nothing. He gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. There again, you can see the injuries. The Bills start with quite a few people on injured reserve. Josh Allen drops back. He finds Diggs across the middle for a good gain. Mike Tomlin, the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach there, not happy that the Bills just moved the chains. Good finding Diggs there in the middle of the field. And, the drive is going to stall with a false start, and that will be on Spencer Brown. A false start on the young tackle. Rookie jitters, perhaps. Josh Allen will now drop back as he looks to keep this drive going, and he will find Emmanuel Sanders on the little slant route for a Buffalo Bills first down. The Bills are driving early, and this will be another handoff to Singletary. He is going to juke out the defender and scamper into the end zone. That is a 17-yard touchdown for the Buffalo Bills and Singletary's first TD on the season. I know the Bills really like Singletary in the backfield. Snyderman has mentioned perhaps improving on that position, but Singletary is not a bad hand to have back there at all. Bass's extra point is good. It is now 7-0 Buffalo, and Bass will now kick it away, and we are going to see what kind of return we got, and the answer to that will be nothing as the kick sails back through the end zone. And here comes Big Ben Roethlisberger. There are a lot of questions about Ben this season. This could be his last season in Pittsburgh. It could be his last season in the NFL. He is in his 18th season. He has been a steady hand for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben is going to drop back. He is going to... Well, there's a flag on the play. It looks like a completion. And the Bills are going to get a roughing the passer penalty. That is on Ed Oliver, one of the leaders of this defense. Costly mistake allows the Pittsburgh Steelers to drive, and Ben gets hit in the backfield. There's a bobble on the play. Ben escaping the sack there, and it looks like Pittsburgh will have to settle for 3. The kick is up, and it is good. It is 7-3 Buffalo. Pittsburgh continuing their drive here now. The Buffalo Bills drive stalled, and that is a big pass to Claypool. Claypool going down the sideline. He is stopped after a huge gain. Good throw by Ben there. Even better run after catch by Claypool. That is 19 yards from Claypool. Ben is now in the red zone. This Pittsburgh offense is threatening now. And Ben is hit. He fumbles. And they are stopped in the backfield. Good stance by the Buffalo Bills. Defense there. Good recovery by Harris, making sure that the Steelers did not have a costly turnover. Boswell on for yet another field goal, and that will make it 7-6 Buffalo. Buffalo on this next drive is driving now, and Allen scrambles, and he slides down. He is going to get a first down. Allen dropping back now, and that would be TJ Watt almost picking off Josh Allen. That would have been a costly mistake there. And it is now 4th and 1 for the Buffalo Bills. It is a fullback handoff, and it is a fumble, and the Bills are going to turn it over. Casey Hayward hitting the fullback and recovering the loose ball. That will be a costly turnover for the Bills as they are only leading by 1 and giving Ben a chance. Ben has something to prove if this is his last season. And here comes Ed Oliver, and the Bills, they're going to get it right back on the very next play. Ed Oliver hits Ben in the backfield, gets the sack and the fumble. Hughes is going to be the one that jumps on this loose ball. Oliver forces the fumble. Hughes is there to pick it up, and it is now back to the Bills offense where Devin Singletary has been having a day. He's had almost 50 yards rushing, and we aren't even at halftime yet. Allen looking for Beasley and finding him. That will get us into the red zone. Goal line stance now here for the Bills, and that would be Zach Moss scampering in for the short touchdown run, making it 13-6 temporarily for the Buffalo Bills. Moss is a decently young running back that the Bills have very high hopes for heading into the future. Look for Moss to feature more in this Bills offense as the season continues, as the Snyderman era continues. That drive was 4 plays, and the Bills score quickly, extending this lead with about 3 minutes and 50 seconds before the half. Ball back to Ben and the Steelers. Ben is going to be hit again, and he's going to fumble it again. That is 2 fumbles for the Pittsburgh offense, both coming on sacks. This Buffalo Bills defense is relentless, and Bills Mafia is out in full force after those 2 big turnovers for the Buffalo Bills. Again, these Bills are out to prove something this season, being so close to a Super Bowl berth and not quite making it, having to sit and watch the Kansas City Chiefs celebrate in the AFC Championship game last year. This appears to be a touchdown, and a roughing the passer penalty. Buffalo, of course, will decline that, and they will take their points. It is now 20-6. That was Josh Allen throwing the pass to a pretty wide open Emmanuel Sanders there. 21-6 now on behalf of the Buffalo Bills, and that touchdown where Allen found Sanders is going to take us into halftime. As you can see, the Bills dominate on the scoreboard 21-6. However, Ben has been impressive this first half with over 100 passing yards. But let's look around the league here. Jets at Carolina. The Carolina Panthers are in the lead there just before the half, 14-7 against Zach Wilson, the rookie quarterback, and his New York Jets. If we travel now down into Houston, where the Jaguars are very handily beating the Texans again just before the half, 21-6. Trevor Lawrence, 93 yards and a touchdown there to lead the Jaguars to a lead there in the first half. The Chargers traveling out to DC to take on the Washington football team, and it is 17-7 football team. Samuel with a touchdown in that game, but we are back. 21-6 Buffalo to start the second half. And that opening kickoff for the second half is going to lead to a touchback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben is coming out here yet again. If this would be Ben's last hurrah, either in Pittsburgh or in the NFL, it would only be fitting that the Steelers get a playoff berth. Perhaps maybe even a rematch deep in the playoffs with these Buffalo Bills, and Hyde with an interception on Ben Roethlisberger, but there's going to be pass interference on the play. That will cost the Bills a possession. They could have had a turnover right there, and Ben drops back. He finds Claypool for a big third down conversion. The Steelers are driving now. This Bills defense has been tough this game so far. Tomlin fired up. He wants to get his offense moving. The Steelers moving the chains. That is a fantastic throw by Ben to Claypool for that big third down conversion. Steelers now in the red zone, and we will see what the Bills have in store. That's the rookie Harris, and he scampers into the end zone, cutting this lead down now. It is now 21-12, Buffalo ahead of the Pittsburgh Steelers about midway through the third quarter. Big touchdown. That is actually the first career touchdown for Harris. So they are going to take that ball, set it aside. That will go in the young man's trophy case. Good on you, young man. Welcome to the NFL. Josh Allen now, first drive of the second half. He has just over 100 yards passing, and he will find Beasley for a big gain. Big gain for Cole Beasley. Always a sure hand on this Bills offense. Allen rolls out, and Allen just releases the ball in time. Drops back yet again, and he again will find Beasley. That is the very next play. They've been pressuring Allen a lot this game, and he was able to find Beasley there for a big first down to keep this drive alive. Allen, picked off right in the middle of the field. He didn't see the defender there. Josh Allen with an interception turns the ball over, and that is a costly error in the red zone. The Bills were looking to add to this lead, and instead it is a turnover for the Pittsburgh Steelers, where Ben Roethlisberger is going to lead his team back out there. Handoff to Harris, and that is stuffed by Matt Milano. Matt Milano, an impressive force in this linebacking core, just puts the rookie in his place. So that is the hills and the valleys of the NFL for you. You get your first career touchdown on one drive, and then the very next play on the very next drive, you are stuffed. That will stall the Pittsburgh drive, leading to a punt, forced punt, and we will see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills offense take over. Josh Allen, 150 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Very pedestrian yardage there for Josh Allen, and we weren't able to get anything done on that drive, and so we have Ben now back out with his Pittsburgh Steelers offense to begin the fourth quarter, and nice little pass there to start the fourth quarter. I believe that was Claypool, if I was not mistaken. Oh no, Ben finds Washington. What is the Buffalo Bills defense doing? They're falling all over the place, and that is a huge touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is a 54-yard scamper for Washington. That is an amazing pass play, but when we watch that replay, we have to wonder what the heck the Buffalo Bills defense was even doing. They were kind of falling all over themselves, leaving Washington a wide open path to the end zone, and Ben will add the 2-point conversion, tying this ball game. At one point, it was 21-6. Now we are 21 even, and Moss is stuffed on a big third down play. And that's going to lead the field goal unit out for the Buffalo Bills. Bass going for a field goal. He's usually pretty good on this, but I jinxed it. That is wide left. So this half has not been good for this Bills team. You had the pick by Allen. You had that stuff of Zach Moss on a big third down play. You have the lead 21-6 dwindling now, and it's a tie ball game, but a big sack by Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver, his second sack of the day, takes down Ben Roethlisberger, and that is a sack lunch, my friend, and he was pretty much unblocked. He had a wide open pathway to get to Ben there, and that'll lead us to a big 3rd and 16. Ben putting Harris in motion. And this Bills defense better be ready. Ben looking for a big play. Here they come. And that is an incomplete pass. Big stop on a third down play will lead to Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. It is 3rd and 10 now. And that is incomplete. And so really the Bills and the Steelers exchanging punts on that exchange. Punting away now. Steelers will take over, and that ball will be spotted right around the 20-yard line, where Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to look to drive this ball down. Ben, almost 300 yards passing today. Very good completion percentage, too. We have Josh Allen now, and the Buffalo Bills offense out there. It is 3rd and 3. Big play to Sanders. That is a big third down conversion, setting the Bills up in good field position. It is 1st and 10 at the 47. Make that 1st and 10 at the 37 as Singletary gets a big run for the first down. Tomlin upset at his defense there. They needed that stop. Singletary moving the chains, rolling over defenders. Oof. That is embarrassing. That is just embarrassing. Handoff to Moss in the red zone. Moss scampers in for his second touchdown of the day. This is where Moss excels. Moss is your red zone back. He is the big-bodied running back that you want down in the red zone so he can just push defenders into the end zone. Bass's field goal makes it 28-21 in favor of the Bills as Ben tries to get his team back in it. And that will be an interception. I believe that was Micah Hyde that picked that off. Yes, Micah Hyde with the big interception at the end of the 4th quarter. And that will be all she wrote as Josh Allen leads his offense on the field, and he's just going to kneel it, and that will lead us to the end of the game. That is a big victory for the Buffalo Bills. Singletary had a day. The Buffalo Bills defense had a day. They really didn't let Ben get much of anything today. And Moss was just a force in the red zone. As you can see there, 28-21 our final score, but almost 150 yards rushing for the Buffalo Bills. That and those 3 turnovers were the difference. Josh Allen had a very decent game, actually. 66 completion percentage. Singletary, over 100 yards rushing. 124 yards rushing to be exact. On 27 carries, that's about 4.5 yards per carry. And then, of course, you have Zach Moss with those 2 big touchdowns. Those were your key players in terms of the Buffalo Bills victory here today, sending Bills Mafia home happy, sending Bills Nation home happy. Jedidiah Snyderman at the press conference after the game really praised his coaching staff, saying that leadership is vital to what we're trying to do here. Basically, he was addressing criticisms there that the Bills just couldn't get it done, that they fell short. Around the NFL Week 1, the Cowboys beat the Buccaneers 28-14. Jacksonville finishes off Houston in Houston 28-6. Trevor Lawrence having a big game. The football team dispatches the Chargers at home. So, football team 1-0. We have the Seahawks going into Indianapolis and beating the Colts in a very close contest. The Carolina Panthers beat the New York Jets, sending their fans home happy. Cincinnati beating Minnesota Vikings by 3. The Tennessee Titans taking care of Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. San Francisco defeats the the Lions in Detroit. Of course, the Bills defeat the Steelers. Atlanta takes care of the Philadelphia Eagles. KC wins 41-31. Green Bay beats New Orleans. The G-Men beat the Denver Broncos handily there in New York. Miami pulling off the 3-point victory in Foxborough. The Rams defeat the Bears. And, of course, the Las Vegas Raiders upset the Baltimore Ravens. You really have to watch out for those Raiders, but we are not done here. Week 2 of the NFL is about to start. Unfortunately, the Bills will be out without Tremaine Edmonds, who got turf toe during this week's practices, so he will be out, meaning Matt Milano will slide over to the middle linebacker spot, giving the new signee, actually, Vince Beagle, the opportunity to play at right outside linebacker for the Bills. See if that signing is worth it. But we are going to Hard Rock Stadium right away for Week 2, where Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins are set to host Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills at rainy Miami, Florida. Singletary fired up, had a huge game last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers. 124 yards on 27 carries, with that 17-yard TD run being the biggest of the day. Miami will be getting the first possession of the game as Bass comes out for the opening kickoff. Week 2 about to start. We are rapid-firing Week 2 here, coming at you very quickly. That'll be a touchback, so Tagovailoa will be leading the Dolphins this season. He had a decent game last week, 220 yards on 19 completions, no touchdowns, no picks from the young quarterback out of Alabama. Tagovailoa, check down to Philip Lindsay, and there's an injured Buffalo on the play. There's an injured Buffalo player, Lutulelli. Easy for me to say. We'll check on his status here in just a few minutes. Tua drops back, and he is going to scramble. Tua can hurt you with his legs as well as his arm, and he gets the first down. Big play by Tua to lead the Dolphins down the field. And the Dolphins are driving. This Buffalo defense really needs a stop here on first down. That is a batted down pass, and that will actually lead to a stall in the drive, as on 4th and 11, Miami is going to punt this ball back to the Bills. AFC East matchup here. The Bills and the Dolphins, always a good rivalry. And here comes Josh Allen out of Wyoming. He had a good game last week, 234 yards on 24 completions, a touchdown, an interception. He would like to avoid that interception if he could. It is 2nd and 9. Play action pass here. Allen finds Stephon Diggs across the middle for a big first down completion. Diggs, one of the big acquisitions a few years ago for this Bills team. And he's going to be critical moving forward as the Bills move the chains. Allen finds Diggs again, and if I am not mistaken, that is Diggs getting his 500th career reception. Unfortunately, that won't be enough to keep the Bills' drive going, as they will have to settle for a very short field goal, leading it now 3-0. Tua drops back, pressure in his face. He's hit as he throws, and the ball falls to the turf. So it is 2nd and 10 now. Bills getting a lot of pressure, and Tua has to scramble out, and he is dropped again. So the Bills getting good pressure on Tua this game. Of course, just as I say that, he does hit Waddle for a big first down completion. Big first down completion, but this Bills defense has been relentless. It's almost like they're playing an AFC rival. Tua gonna scramble, and he is sacked and fumbled, and Beagle picks up the fumble, and he's gonna advance it. He could. Is he? He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown Buffalo. Wow, the Bills suddenly taking a 10-point lead, and Beagle, earning his new contract with the Bills, takes that to the house. We see Tua. We've talked about the pressure that this defense has been putting on Tua. We see the strip sack there, and 6 points are put on the board by the Buffalo defense. So, barring a very big missed opportunity, Bass will add the extra point. It is now 10-0 Buffalo. And that will actually end the first quarter. Tua is going to hand it off to Gaskin. Gaskin gets the first down. Gaskin with a big play there. He has about 23 yards on the day on 2 rushes. So he has been very productive in the few touches that he has been able to get. And Tua finds his tight end. He could go all the way, and he will be stopped short. Gesicki stopped at the 1, but that is going to put the Finns in very close proximity. In fact, on the next play, Carter is going to scamper in for the Finns touchdown. 10-6 now. Buffalo leading with about 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Kick is up, and it's good. So make that 10-7 now. Big AFC East rivalry. And Singletary gets the handoff. He is going to almost get the first down, but there is a flag on the play. Oh, and what a shame. Beasley with a block in the back. He is not happy. That's a big penalty on the Bills, leading to a 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. And there goes Allen scampering, almost gets the first down, but has to slide just short. And that is going to lead to a Bills punt, which gives the ball back to Miami. There goes Tua. Tua gets the first down. So kind of dueling, scrambling quarterbacks here. And Tua's going to drop back, and he is going to find Gesicki for the touchdown. So Miami in these rainy conditions, airing it out, taking a 3-point lead against the Buffalo Bills. And we have come to expect nothing less from these AFC East rivalries, but that should actually be picking up even more now that New England is kind of brought down to earth after losing Tom Brady to Tampa Bay last year. The AFC East is going to be a lot more competitive. Singletary with a big run there. Play action pass. Josh Allen looking deep, but he gets a big sack. This Miami defense has been relentless on Allen today. They have not let up on Josh Allen. In fact, they have gotten about 5 sacks, I'm pretty sure. Tua scrambling, though, and he fumbles. Tua, after the big run, is going to fumble. And it's deja vu all over again, folks. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, and he's going to be brought down about the 26-yard line. The Bills with big fumble recoveries. Bass is going to come out, attempt a field goal before the half, and he misses! He misses! For the second time this season already, Bass has missed an important field goal, and that will actually lead us into halftime, where the Dolphins lead the Bills in pretty much every category, except what's keeping the Bills in the game is those two big turnovers. Without those two turnovers, I don't know that the Bills would be in this game. Mac Jones is leading the Patriots to a 14-0 lead at halftime out in New York, facing the New York Jets and Zach Wilson. So, again, more AFC East action. If we move up north to Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence is dominating the Denver Broncos with 4 touchdown passes. I tell you what, between last week and this week, Jacksonville may be a force to be reckoned with in the AFC. We'll have to keep an eye on the Jaguars. The Eagles are leading Jimmy Garoppolo and his 49ers 14-10 with about a minute left before the half there. But the story of this game is that big missed field goal before the half. The Bills are going to get this first possession of the second half, but you have to wonder if those 3 points are going to come back and bite the Bills. You can't just leave 3 points off the board like that. You can't afford missed field goals, in a game this big. Allen is going to hand off to Singletary again. Singletary with a big run almost gets the first. He will be about a yard or two shy, leading to a big 3rd and 2 play coming up. Boy, the Bills really need this play. And Allen is going to find Beasley for the first down. That's going to be a huge conversion for the Buffalo Bills to keep this drive going. It is now 3rd and 7. Allen rolls out. He's going to find Beasley on the sideline again for a big completion and yet another big 3rd down conversion, and that will be 5,000 career receiving yards for Cole Beasley. Singletary scampering for the first down. On the very next play, we have a first down, but unfortunately the drive will stall. It is 4th and 14. Bass out for another field goal, and this one is good. So it is now 14-13 on behalf of the Buffalo Bills. Tua driving. It is 3rd and 5 for the Miami Dolphins, and Tua's tried to escape, but he is brought down. He is brought down by Hughes, and that is a big stop. Big stop for this Bills defense, as that gives Josh Allen and this offense time to cut into this Bills lead here. Allen drops back. That is going to be a big completion to Knox for the first down. And that will actually be Knox's, I believe that's his first reception on this campaign. Usually Knox is very involved in this offense. He was just not able to be found in the Pittsburgh game last week. Moss into the end zone. That will be the 3rd time this season already that Moss has found his way into the end zone for these Buffalo Bills. He had 2 rushing touchdowns last week. Bills are going to go for 2, attempting to make this a 7-point game. I'm not so sure if this is a wise move or not. You should, I don't know. And that will be picked off by the Dolphins. It doesn't matter, as the return does not happen. However, Tua will have the Dolphins driving on the next possession, and that will be Waddle for his first career touchdown. And the Dolphins are now in the lead by 1 point. It is 20-19. However, Tua and his Miami Dolphins are going to go for a 2-point conversion, and their conversion is good, showing the Bills how it is done. Allen leading this offense. It will be up to the young man out of Wyoming to make sure this game does not get out of hand. He finds Knox for another big completion there and a first down, but it is now 2nd and 6 as Allen has the Bills driving. He's looking deep. He's going for Knox, and he finds Knox on the sideline. Big first down. Big first down for Knox and the Buffalo Bills, moving the chains. That will get this Bills team into the red zone, where who else but Zach Moss is going to scamper into the end zone for a Buffalo Bills touchdown. And they're going to go to the safe route here and just add on the extra point, making it 26-22 Buffalo on a rainy Miami day. This Bills defense is going to have to step up. 2nd and inches now, and Lindsay is going to be stuffed on 2nd and inches. Lindsay is going to be brought down, and that will actually help the Bills stall that drive, and that is where we will leave it, 26-22 on behalf of these Buffalo Bills, and that will do it for Snyderman Broadcasting and this double feature of the NFL. Thank you so much for joining us, and the Bills are now 2-0, Bills Nation. We will see you next time for another doubleheader of the NFL on Snyderman Broadcasting.